Yeah, welcome. I'm Jasper, and today I have a guest,
Hello.
Soren.
Hello.
And we are going to be giving you a video review for Marvel's Avengers Endgame. And as always, we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the furry. However, we are going to be doing a spoiler review this time around. So,
Spoiler alert.
spoiler alert.
We'll be talking about all the people who died and all of the twist endings and all of the
things.
Yeah.
And this is also going to be probably a longer video because it's going to take more than 5 minutes. So strap in.
buckle up.
Yeah.
Wear your seatbelt, as the Odd Ones Out likes to say.
That's good advice. Always wear your seatbelt because you don't want to injure yourself or other people in your vehicle because you could become a missile. But all right. So with the PSAs out of the way.
Now that we're way off topic.
Yeah. Okay. So
Focus.
Okay.
Okay.
Action.
So the good. What's some of your favorite stuff about it?
It's the highest grossing movie of all time now.
You know, that's actually a bad for me.
Oh.
Yeah, because I really liked Avatar. I watched it a bunch of times in theaters and then the extended version.
I did like Avatar.
Yeah.
I did not see Avatar until after I saw Avengers Endgame, and then I went to see it because my parents just got all the 3D set up so that we could actually watch it in 3D in our living room.
Okay.
And it was actually amazing.
Yes.
And I was like, I really like this movie. I still wanted Avengers to beat it, though.
No, yeah, that's understandable. They're both Disney, so it's fine. But
Yeah.
I guess for me is that it felt like Marvel was like, whoa, we're like $1 million away from beating it. Let's just release some extra stuff at the very end just to get on top.
Right, it's not an extended edition or anything. It's just some deleted scenes at
Yeah.
the end. They weren't even that good.
Yeah. Well, I actually didn't see the deleted scenes.
I
Good
didn't
to
either.
know.
I just
Good
read
to
about
know.
it online.
Good to know. But that being said, I think vote in the comments below or whatever. But I think that when the next Avatar movies come out, I think they're going to be able to count when they release the you can watch Avatar and then go to the Avatar 2 type of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think Avatar might get back on top.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So we'll see. But yeah. So.
I got fur in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Are you good? Oh no!
I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
What? Did you put your hand in your mouth?
Yes, to get the fur out.
No. Did you put your paw in your mouth and put the fur in your mouth, or
No. So I could feel it going into my mouth, so I tried to reach in there and just pull it out.
with the fur?
Well, it just pushed it farther into
Yeah.
my mouth. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All
That was not fun.
right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
The good. Are we still on the good?
Yeah. We can bounce around. It's fine.
Okay.
It's free form here.
Rocket Raccoon is great.
Yes. Rocket Raccoon is so awesome.
He's hot.
Yeah, sure, okay, we'll go with that.
If you're into that, whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of Rule 34 of him out there.
Oh,
So
there is.
So moving on.
Moving on.
What other furry things are in this?
Oh, are we doing furry stuff now?
Well, I mean, we're talking about Rocket Raccoon.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
consider him pretty furry, wouldn't you?
He is
Yeah.
very furry, yes.
Yeah. So, what other furry things are there?
It's not really much. It's just
Yeah.
Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, they didn't even have the cat.
The cat?
The cat.
What cat?
From Captain Marvel. The cat.
Oh, Goose. Yeah.
Goose?
That was the name of the
cat
cat.
named Goose?
Yeah.
I missed that part.
The cat's name in Captain Marvel was Goose. Yeah.
Alrighty. Good.
They didn't
good
even
to know.
have him in there anymore.
So-
But cats don't live very long, so
I suppose magic squid cats might not live long either. So,
I don't know
Yeah, I
about
guess-
Flurkins.
yeah. Somebody. I'm sure there's a lore for that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. They're probably live forever or something for all I know.
So yeah, that's pretty much with the furry. So if you like Rocket Raccoon, he's in it and he's hot. So check him out. So
You can hold me to that one.
what's something you didn't like about the movie?
Something I didn't like about the movie. There's not a lot that I didn't like.
Right?
I thought all around it was a really well done movie.
Yeah, like that's the thing is that like a lot of movies, especially with like franchises and like with trying to get to an end point, Game of Thrones for anybody, that kind of thing where they just kind of biff it at the end, or they just take too long. And with this,
even in the MCU, there's plenty of Marvel movies where I'm like, oh, they did this terribly. Iron Man 3, the whole Mandarin thing.
Oh, I kind of like that. But, I understand why a lot of people did. I get it. I get it. But yeah, so I thought that they ended it very, very well. Like, they had the poignant moments. They had enough action. It was well paced. They still had where you cared about it. And it's Marvel, so they know how to make you care while still having the funny.
Yeah. Me and my friends went to see it because it came out while we were in college.
Nice.
And, so I first went to see it with my mom because I always go opening night with my mom to all of the Marvel movies.
And they sweet. Going to see it with his mom.
Well, she's a big Marvel fan with me.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope you're not taking her and she's like, I only like DC.
No, like we watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we watch the Netflix shows, we watch all of them together.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Not necessarily together, but like at the same time.
Oh, and then do you talk about them?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, a lot.
Nice.
So when I went to see it with my friends, we're all sitting there during, spoiler alert, Iron Man's funeral scene, and we're all bawling.
Aww.
And I'm sitting there like it's just like some tears coming down. I look over at my friend and he's like, and I'm like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't know why I'm crying so much. I know it's not real. But Iron Man.
That's adorable. And yeah,
I was like,
Iron Man.
Same.
He started it,
Yeah.
He was the first one in the
Tony
MCU.
Stark built this universe in a cave with a box of scraps.
I got you.
I mean, Kevin Feige really did. He did build it with a box of scraps.
Yeah, and like the arc that Tony Stark has taken over the past 10 years is just amazing. Like, if
really
you watch
is.
Iron Man 1 and the type of person that Tony Stark was,
A dick.
In summary, yeah. And then you get to him all the way in the Endgame. Like, Tony's character just continuously evolved in every movie he was in.
Oh, yeah.
And I really liked that. And so it's understandable that if you had to end somebody's,
Yeah. So I don't know how many times you saw Endgame.
Once.
Only once?
Only once.
Oh, I've seen it like 12 times now.
Wow.
So I filmed with Bakari and I was at HCFC.
Uh-huh.
When we flew back, that was the very first day that they had Endgame on the flight, movie selection.
Yeah.
So everyone on the flight was watching Endgame. Like I even got up and walked around at one point. I counted probably 50 different screens playing Endgame at some point, and I was like,
Could you tell what they cut out for the aircraft version?
there was nothing cut out. I watched it myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good, because a lot of times they cut out bits.
The nice thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion, is there's no gratuitous nudity. There's no gratuitous swearing.
There's not a whole lot of plane crashes, which they don't like to show.
I mean, there are some of those.
There's some, but there's not like a whole lot. At least not in Endgame.
Yeah.
Other than like when Captain Marvel comes in and just annihilates Thanos' ship.
Right. I love
just
when she
annihilates
comes
it.
back in like that. The first person to say anything is Rocket Raccoon, just like, oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he spoke for the audience right there. He's like, yes.
Right. Like in. Can we talk about Infinity War real quick?
Sure. Spoiler alert for Infinity War 2.
like Banner when Thor comes to Wakanda.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you guys are so screwed now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah. Some people. Oh, my train of thought. Right.
Continue.
Yes.
Some people.
No.
Okay.
Throw that out. That was a different
That's
train of thought that tried
Carry-
to derail my original train of thought.
Okay.
My original train of thought prevailed. So at the very beginning of the movie, we're talking about character development for
Yes.
like Iron Man and stuff,
Yep.
right? He's come so far,
Yes.
and at the beginning of the movie,
Not so far.
he's he's telling Pepper like, "Oh, I figured it out. I figured out the time travel. I know how to fix it." And she's like, "But would you be able to rest?" And the last thing that Pepper says to Tony before he dies is you can finally rest now.
Oh, that's so good.
Right?
That is so good.
And it's true.
Yes.
Because, like, you know that he wouldn't have been able to rest.
Yeah, no, it's
He
Tony.
would have thrown it
can't-
in the lake, and then he
can't
would have
turn
gone
it
down
off.
there and got it back out.
Yeah, he can't turn it off. Like you saw, spoiler, end of Iron Man 3, he exploded all the things that he'd been working on. And he was back. He came back. He had other suits. He made more suits because it's Tony.
Yeah, of course he did.
He is Iron Man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
I'm not Iron Man.
Oh, you...
I lied. I'm sorry.
I don't think we can be friends anymore. You're not Iron Man.
I am single, though. Rocky Raccoon, call me.
Oh, Jasper left. It's fine. So I would have to say that probably the only things, and they're very few, and honestly these are more nitpicky than anything because it's so good that you got to get to the nitpicky in order to do anything.
Yeah.
Is that so they brought back Gamora with the magic stones.
Yes.
But they're like, oh, but we can't.
Well, they brought back Gamora with time travel.
Yeah, but through magical stones. Through magical stones.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But they didn't bring back Black Widow, and they are like, and Iron Man is permanently dead. Like, but stones!
Right.
Stones!
If I recall, there was some guy in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. who was brought back because there was a whole program for reviving fallen Avengers.
Where was that? Where was it at? Was it in Tahiti?
I hear it's a magical place.
I hear that as well. But yeah, so I thought that was... And I get that they're going for the emotional moment, just like when you see all these actors under, they all got dusted, and you're like, well,
right,
I know
right,
some of those
yeah.
are coming back. So I get it. I was like, oh, they could have explained or explained it a bit better.
I like in an alternate universe, not this one because I like all the movies we're gonna get, but like in an alternate universe, imagine if they had made Infinity War and dusted all the characters off. And then just canceled all of the upcoming movies for those characters. Be like, no, they're dead. Like, that was undoable.
Wow.
Or it was not undoable. They're dead.
That would be
the
crazy.
end. Spider-Man, he's dead. Black Panther, movie made $1 billion, he's dead.
Jesus.
They're all dead. Yeah.
That would be a bold move.
Right?
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't do that, though.
They have taken
Spider-Man.
bold action.
But let's see, what else?
Yeah, like I said, it would be something. I'm glad they didn't because I like all the movies we're gonna get and we are getting.
Yeah. You know, I appreciated what they were going for with the like she has help moment where like all of the female superheroes lined up. I appreciated what they were going for, and it was cool to see it on the screen.
Yeah, it was only once I started thinking about it, I was like, how did they all know to be there? Like, because nobody said anything, and like Gamora and Mantis, some of them didn't have any of the communication devices. Like, why did they all just show up to that one spot?
My issue, like, I mean, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that until just now. But more importantly for me is that it's Captain Marvel.
She doesn't need any help. Yeah.
She doesn't need the help. I'm sorry.
Right? She
is just ultimate power. She doesn't need your help.
Yeah.
Like, I like the thought, but she's like, I'm good, guys. I got this.
Right. One of my favorite parts in the movie is when Thanos he's got all the stones back and everything, and he's about to go snap. She grabs his hand. And she's like holding it down and like goes up and is flying and like holding him down, and he punches her and she just like shrugs it off and like looks at him, and then he's like quick to think, he's like, oh well, I've got the power stone right here, so I'm gonna just take that and boom, and she just goes flying off. It's like, you can see the look in her eyes. She's like, oh shit, this one's gonna hurt.
Yeah, there's some quick thinking.
Yeah. Good job, Thanos.
But yeah, other than that, like, I thought it was just fantastic. Everything was just amazing. It was great pacing, action.
I did think
audio,
of one nitpick that I had.
Do tell.
One of my nitpicks was, spoiler alert, the scene where Black Widow dies. Her and Hawkeye. First of all, it's really lucky that they sent the two Avengers who were in love with each other
who'd have thought?
To the one place where they needed to sacrifice one of them. But secondly, the whole point of their mission was to undo the snap and bring everyone back.
Yep.
Why is Hawkeye trying to sacrifice himself when he has a family?
Thank you. Thank you.
He's like, oh, they're dead. I'm
I
like,
have nothing
the
to live
whole point
for."
of this mission is to make them undead.
Right?
Why are you trying to
Yeah,
sacrifice?
like, think about this for a second, bro.
Right? Black Widow's like, I think we all know who it needs to be. And he's like, I'm starting to think we're thinking of different people here. And I'm like, you should both be thinking of Black Widow. Because, like, I love Black Widow. And in that position, I wouldn't want to. But I'd also be like, I've got a wife and 3 kids.
Let's think about this for a second.
Let's trade one life for literally half the universe.
It seems fair. That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta be honest with you. Like, I was on the edge of my seat as to who they were gonna let win, because like a couple times I was like, oh, okay, well then, okay, they
Right,
clearly,
Hawkeye goes and,
clearly
like,
that person's gonna
jumps off
succeed.
the cliff, and I'm just like, oh, well, I guess Hawkeye is gonna die. And then Black Widow goes and grabs him and like does some ninja grapple move, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
well, okay then.
Yeah. Good for her. She got skills.
Yeah.
So.
But then, like, there's a new Black Widow movie coming out, and I'm over here like, I would be willing to bet that Scarlett Johansson would be happy to play more of Black Widow if they asked her to.
I don't think they would be able to have somebody else play her. Like, can you
No, yeah,
imagine
you
the
couldn't.
uproar? Like,
Yeah.
It's not like, swapping out other people.
Well, so from what I've
like,
heard, this might be spoilers for the Black Widow movie. I'm not sure. It's all just rumors right now. From what I've heard, it's set between Civil War and Infinity War.
Oh, so she might, because see, I had my hopes all up because I saw like the screenshot of like all of the new movies coming out, and I saw a Black Widow on there. So
Right,
I was
and
like,
I was like,
they're bringing her back.
Yeah,
they're
let's bring
making
her back.
sense where they're like, hey, let's just time travel to bring her. But nope, I get okay. So, alrighty, hopes dashed possibly. So
Even the people who were like, oh, like the time machine was destroyed by Thanos. Like, firstly, they had the little wrist things, which they demonstrated multiple times in the movie. You don't need to time travel.
Yeah.
Secondly,
well,
they still had a time machine.
Also, since Disney bought Fox, therefore the mutants can come over. So Deadpool has the magic wrist thing, and he can just fix things. Yeah.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
it'll be fine. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. Alrighty, this is getting pretty long.
It is getting pretty long.
What's your overall rating? Just
For Endgame?
Yeah, just make up a rating.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. Cool. Going with the classic numbers. I'm gonna say it is right about Matrix quality. So go watch it.
That's fair.
Yeah, enjoy it.
It is very good.
That's a resounding endorsement.
It is
so
not my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie.
That's fair. Yeah,
I mean, like, if I was asked to say objectively which one is the best, it might be Endgame. But personally, it's not my favorite.
Okay.
Which
What's your
some
favorite?
people are like, but why isn't it your favorite if it's the best? I'm like, well, I have personal taste.
Yeah, and sometimes you taste better.
Frequently, like right now.
What is your favorite Marvel MCU movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
That's fair. That's a good movie.
Yeah, so my ranking is something like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Endgame, Guardians 1, Infinity War, Civil War.
Wow, you got like this whole lined out.
Fun fact, one of my old YouTube channels, which I still have and would like to revive, but I haven't done anything on for like literally years at this point.
Uh-huh.
I made like pop culture, movie, TV, and stuff, news, reviews, etc. I had a video about The Walking Dead that got 100,000 views.
Wow.
I know, I was really happy with that.
That's awesome.
It's a really terrible video looking back, but like it did really well. So
Sweet.
yeah, but when I eventually go back and revive that channel, the first thing I want to do is like ranking all of the MCU movies.
Uh-huh. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
But alrighty, so we're gonna end it here.
Yes.
And so this is Soren. He has a really big YouTube channel and lots of Twitter followers. I'll put links to his stuff in the comment below. But honestly, you probably came here because you saw him in the thing anyway.
In the thumbnail.
Yeah. And then obviously I'll link to my Twitter. But yeah, we'll have all the links in the thing in the doobly-doo.
Subscribe to him. Click
Yeah.
the bell. Watch his videos.
Thanks. And to Sword if you haven't already.
They already
Yeah.
watch my videos.
Yeah, that's true. Let's be honest. All right.
Probably. Who
Well,
knows?
thanks for coming. Hope to see you at the next long form spoiler review. And yeah, thanks for coming. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Black Widow died. I'm sad. Spoiler alert.
We're not starting with that. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna crop all that out. So, hiya. Welcome. I'm Jasper, and today